that turned wet. The day grew so warm that the haymakers had stripped to their kirtles by the 4th hour, and sweat mingled with dust upon their brows when the Angelus bell rang from the tower of the church of St. Beanwald, signalling noon and a break for dinner. The work was arduous, but the labourers grinned as they went to their meals. The hay crop was good. As I turned from Bridge Street to Church View Street on the way to my own dinner, I saw Adela walking ahead, returning to Galen House from the baker with 3 loaves in her arms. Adela's father is a poor cotter of the Bishop of Exeter's lands in the Weald. My service to Prince Edward last year included discovering who had slain Sir Giles Cheney, the prince's companion at the Battle of Crecy. For this labour I have been made Sir Hugh, and also awarded a 6th part of the revenues of the murdered knight's lands, prosperity enough for me to hire a servant to assist my Kate, who was now Lady Catherine to the folk of Bampton and the Weald. Dinner this day at Galen House was a porree of peas, and the loaves yet warm from the baker's oven. Thrifty Kate had eked out the gammon, so we still had some scraps of it to flavour the pottage. "Have Lord Gilberts' guests arrived?" my father-in-law asked as we ate. "Nay, but Coles Hill is not far distant, and the roads are dry. Sir Aymer should arrive before supper." The care and feeding of guests at Bampton Castle is not a part of my duties to Lord Gilbert, but his instructions for his cook, chamberlain, valets, and grooms regarding any forthcoming visit of guests was soon known to me and most others of the village. Sir Aymer Molins, the expected guest, was wed to Philippa Felbridge, cousin once removed to Lady Petronilla, Lord Gilbert's wife. Lady Petronilla had succumbed to plague when the disease reappeared 4 years past. Lady Philippa was Sir Aymer's second wife, his first bride, Lady Alice, having also perished in the return of plague in 1369. As we enjoyed our repast with its welcome flavour of pork added to the peas, we speculated about the mealtime conversations at the castle when Sir Aymer came to stay. Did the memory of old sorrow and the spectre of plague stand in the shadows? Or were present friendship and married felicity cheer enough? Bitter-sweet, mayhap. We chewed it over along with our meal. Then at last I must wipe my mouth, lay aside my napkin, and return to the tasks of the day. A man with a scythe is expected to mow an acre of hay in a day. As there were 10 men at work in the hayfield, which measured little more than half a yard land in size, they had nearly completed when, at the 9th hour, I saw riders, 2 carts, and an elaborately painted wagon approach the castle from Cowley's Corner. Here, I thought, are Sir Aymer and Lady Philippa. A painted canvas stretched over hoops covered the wagon. As this had been a day of bright sun, I assumed Lady Philippa travelled under the canvas so as to keep her complexion pale. Most gentlefolk think this a mark of beauty and status. A tanned visage is the mark of a woman of the commons who must labour in the sun. My Kate is usually tanned by Michaelmas. This does not diminish her beauty, not to me. Why is it, I wonder, that the summer sun will cause skin to grow darker and hair to become lighter? Here is another question for my mystery bag, to be opened when the Lord Christ welcomes me to his kingdom. Surely he will know. When I first came to Bampton in Lord Gilbert's employ, I was surprised to learn of a practice I had not seen before. At the end of a day's haying, men are permitted to take for their own as much of the Lord's hay as they can carry from the field upon their scythe, but they must not be over-greedy. If any hay falls before they carry it from the field, all they have piled upon their scythe is forfeit. I watched as the villains stacked remarkable mounds of hay upon their scythes and carried the fodder away. Then I left the hay